You are listening to the Fresh 24 podcast with your host, Clinta Walker.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Fresh 24 podcast. I'm excited about this motivational and inspirational segment that is designed to add value to your life. Welcome to Fresh 24, where we all start with a Fresh 24. We all can approach each day with a new and profound perspective. Everything begins and ends with God. It is of the Lord's mercy that we're not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The topic today is Killing Kryptonite. I'm reading a great book called Killing Kryptonite by John Bevere. His subtitle is Destroy What Steals Your Strength. I recommend that you read this book in its entirety. If you know the superhero character Superman, you should be very familiar with Kryptonite. Kryptonite is an alien mineral that has the properties depriving Superman of his powers, something that can seriously weaken or harm a particular person or thing. Let me start off by saying, I know you already know this, but I want to remind you, nobody is perfect. We all have felt like we've been invincible or that we don't make mistakes, which is the defect in our humanity that we have to grapple with on a daily basis. We all have issues and shortcomings. For those who you thought you were perfect, I'm sorry to bust your bubble. You're not, my friend. Superman was depicted as invincible, the man of steel, the perfect superhero. But there's one thing that exists that even the mighty Superman cannot overcome, and that is Kryptonite. Kryptonite was from Superman's home planet. Oftentimes, the very thing that weakens us or takes all of our powers is right under our noses. Something so powerful, but yet not so easily recognized. What is your Kryptonite? Have you identified yours? Come in close, listen carefully. Everybody don't have the same Kryptonite. We all have the same sinful nature. The Bible declares, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. If you don't identify and confront your own kryptonites, it will cost you the greatest gift of all, which is salvation, heaven, and eternity with God. But Paul records in Romans 7, he says this, I want to do what is right, but I can't. I want to do what is good, but I don't. But I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. But if I do what I don't want to do, I'm not really the one that's doing the wrong. It is the sin living in me that does it. I have discovered, Paul was saying, I have discovered my kryptonite. This principle of life, when I go to do good, evil is always present. And only God and my obedience and dedication to him can deliver me from this kryptonite. Our goal is heaven. But if we don't kill all the kryptotic things, which is laid out in Galatians chapter 5, verse 19 through 21, and Paul concludes in verse 21 by saying, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. How do we kill kryptonite? By presenting our bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Paul said, I die daily. Killing kryptonite is a daily thing. The kryptonite of racism is destroying the lives, the families, and communities in America right now. The only thing that can drive out darkness is light, and we are the light of the world. We can no longer avoid the issues. We must deal with it through the love to destroy it. We must cut it off from the root. If kryptonite is killing you, it's because you have failed to identify it and you have chosen to live an average life. But Jesus came that we might have life and have it more abundantly. Identify your kryptonite. Thank you, Tasha Cobb, and ask God to provide the fire, and you will provide the sacrifice. You will never be super until you kill the very thing that is robbing you of your strength. Get up today and be the change you want to see. And when you embrace a fresh 24, you realize that yesterday is gone. Today was not promised, so let's take full advantage of this gift. We all make mistakes, but tell yourself they're only lessons, not failures. You're here today on purpose and not by chance. Make it a great one, and I'll see you next time on Fresh 24.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fresh 24 podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast.